Hey guys, Brittany here. Welcome back, my fellow Flash fans. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I don't know if you guys watched my Supergirl reaction, but I couldn't watch the actual Flash teaser from Comic-Con on the actual release day because I was kind of busy, but you'll understand why in a second. I want to jump in and I'll give all my thoughts after for The Flash. Here we go, we're jumping in. Here is the official San Diego Comic-Con teaser for The Flash Season 6. Alright.
My name is Dr. Ramsey Rosa.
Oh, shit!
And for the last decade, I've spent my life dedicated to a single cause, helping others fight the diseases that plague humanity. But not anymore. And it's all because of them. You see, there are many cancers in this world, and they all wear different faces. Some are doctors, like me. Some of them seek out the truth, regardless of the consequences. Others mock the very science they worship.
We just ran out of time.
But the most dangerous ones are those who call themselves heroes. They claim to fight for the things that matter in life. Truth, family, law, order. And most of all, for life itself.
Why is it every time I come to visit, there's always a crisis?
But it's all a lie. Because in the end, there's only one battle. One thing to fight against. An eternal enemy who must be eliminated forever. And that's death itself.
Are we under attack?
The scientifically impossible probably will happen. I don't need to understand them. Just tell me what I can do.
No one has to die. Ever. Again.
Oh. Oh. Whoa. 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 Well, that was a different feeling from the Jesus Christ. I need to watch it again. Nope, I'm not gonna watch it again. Just do my thoughts. Okay, so what I respect about The Flash is that they don't want to make every fucking, like, they stopped that at season 4. They don't want to make every villain a speedster, which I'm still waiting on Godspeed. We got him in that one episode, but yeah, I think we could use more of Augustus. So I want to see him in full soon, or at some point, more than just one episode, but that's just me. What I respect about The Flash is that they don't want to keep using speedster villains, because there's only so many. But, they strayed from that in season 4, and I think they realized what happened by picking William Dafoe. I mean, he wasn't a bad villain, it's just I don't think he was a good choice given the hero that he had to deal with. Like, I mean, he was smart, but that's pretty much all he had. If you had to put him up against the Flash itself, then, like, you know, I don't know, I just thought that pairing was weird. Season 5, you kind of had multiple villains. The main one that we were mainly focused on was Cicada. It was the first Cicada, then you had the future Cicada, who was Grace, and then you find out that the whole thing was orchestrated by Reverse Flash. So I personally thought he was the main villain because, I mean, you didn't find out till later, but he was the one that did orchestrate everything. He was the one that kind of helped set everything in motion. Why he sent Grace back. Nope, not Grace. Nora. He sent Nora back because the timeline changed, because she wanted to fix it, because he knew that because all the events that would happen would help him get out. So I think, personally, Season 5 main villain was Reverse Flash, so I don't really count Cicada and Little Cicada because they were both simply pawns for his plan. They caused destruction in their wake, but I don't think they were the main villains, which I guess worked because, to me, and I know you guys who watch my channel mostly know, I wasn't really impressed with the, Cicada for a little bit. I don't know if it was the acting or just the direction it went in, because Cicada he's different. I mean, they went through a different direction, obviously, from the comics, because he wasn't even the same guy. But, you know, I think with what they had, I think it was better than season 4, how they handled it. But I don't know. I mean, it's not like I could do any better. I'm not a film person, so I have no jurisdiction and no say in what I thought. But I can't help with, what I think. And I feel like this time around, it's going to be good. I think this villain is going to be good. Now, I know this is blood work, and I'm not familiar a lot with this villain, because, honestly, the comic book universe is vast, but I do know, basically, he is able to control, if I remember correctly, he's able to control blood. Like, he was trying to find a cure for something, and he kept, injecting other people and injecting himself, trying to, cure his, starts with an H, I believe it starts with an H, he had something, so, anyway, he was trying to cure himself, but then eventually he was able to control, his own blood, make it burn, make it get affected, I don't know. He's like a bloodbender, essentially, which I know, someone else used that terminology, I mean, I haven't seen Avatar, The Last Airbender, but, I know what it means to, waterbend and shit. But, so he's basically, a bloodbender. So, I think having that as a villain this season, or at least the first half until the crisis thing happens, very smart move, because I think we have a villain here that is able to stand equal wits to the Flash. But what I mean about that is because I know technically Cicada was able to dampen their powers because of the dagger, but the main, and the whole thing was we gotta separate him from the dagger. We just had a lot of complications on it, and I think that worked. But again, I just wasn't a fan of how the first Cicada behaved. But that's just more me nitpicking, because if you had to compare season 5 Cicada to the season 4 William Dafoe, I do think that they learned and picked up how they were supposed to do things with that, and they put that into season 5. You could tell that the writers were trying to correct their mistakes from season 4, because it did fall under what I call the season 4 curse. So, I felt like they did better, but I think they're growing now. So now we have a villain that's very interesting, and Dr. Rusa? Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. I'm just trying, sorry, it's 9 a.m. I'm trying to do as much as I can without burning out and getting bleh. But I think we have a really interesting villain. Bloodwork is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what they do with it. He looks intimidating, but he's also smart because he's a doctor. So you had to find someone who's smart enough to deal with these team of scientists, but also be able to I don't know, be a formidable villain, but also have a good motivation. I felt last season for Cicada, his motivation was very broad. I don't know. Am I alone? I understand, if you guys don't agree with me of what I felt for last season, please, by all means, comment below. If you disagree with me, let's have an awesome conversation about it in here. I can't help what I thought. For some reason, the first half of the first Cicada, was pissing me off. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was the acting itself, but, and I get that's not the actor's fault. The directors have, a general, I don't know what happened. You know what, can you please just, tell me, if I'm just being weird about the whole Cicada thing and, that, can you please just let me know? Or if I'm, if I'm in the ballpark of what y'all are thinking, can you tell me that too? Because, I don't know, that's just been bothering me, but I feel like we're at a stronger point with Bloodwork, that we're gonna have a formidable villain, but has, a good, clear consensus, because he was, he started out I wanted to help people and other stuff. For Cicada, it was his niece, which I get, that's a good motivator, but I felt like it was too simple for what he was doing, and he was kind of hypocritical because his niece was a metahuman, so why didn't he stop? And then, well, I mean, I guess they're villains, so I guess I can't justify villains' actions because, they're villains, but I don't know. Anyways, regardless of how season 5 went, focusing on season 6, I think Bloodwork is going to be amazing. I think he's going to like be a really different kind of a challenge for him, because I feel like he wants to come across like he started out for the wrong reasons. He was looking for a cure. He's a doctor. And so to go from that into discovering what he can now, I feel like he's going to be one of those villains that he thinks, like my favorite kind of villain is the one that thinks they're doing the right thing. Like the kind of villains that, oh, I'm just trying to help humanity. You know, there's villains that are like, I want to destroy the world. Like, okay, why? Like, I don't know, it has to be a huge motivator. And I think I'm very picky about those kinds of storylines in general. Whereas there's villains that are like, oh, I genuinely think I'm doing the right thing. Like, I just want to help people, but I'm doing it in a sadistic way. But the thing is, what makes a good villain is the fact that they don't know that they're the villain. I think that's genius, and I hope, I mean, I don't know what he's basing it off of, but like, he said he's like, especially the people who call themselves like heroes. I don't know what his motivation is going to be, so we'll have to see how Bloodwork handles everything and how he comes into play and what kind of character version that we're going to see here, because I know CW likes to switch things up from the comic book origins to kind of keep us on our toes a little bit. But my favorite kind of villain is the one that thinks that they are doing right. Like Thanos, I know he's Marvel, but like he was a good villain because he genuinely thought he was doing the right thing. He genuinely believed that he was helping humanity. But obviously, like, he was doing bad things to get there, but he was just like, it's sacrifice for the greater good. I like villains that do that, you know? I feel like that's what makes a good villain, when they genuinely think they're doing the right thing. Because the best villains for me don't ever acknowledge themselves as villains. Like, I'm not a villain. I'm doing this for this. I'm doing this for this. And it's like, no, but that's not how you go about it. It's like, no, but this is me, you know? And I hope Bloodwork gets to be the same way. If not, then I just hope they do good justification for him and do right by him. Also, side note, I'm really happy that we see Cisco Ramon. I was getting nervous about it because I thought at the end of season 5 that he was leaving the show. I don't know, it made it seem like he wasn't going to be in the show. So the fact that I see him in the trailer, he showed up at Comic-Con, so I'm like, okay, sweet, we still get Cisco. And he gets more development with his love interest, which I'm happy about. And we have Crisis. We have Crisis coming, so we're just gonna enjoy this ride while it goes. Thank you guys so much. Comment below your guys' thoughts for this trailer. What did you like? What did you dislike? And as always, you guys are not in any shape or form obligated to agree with anything that I say. I am not an expert. I will never claim to be an expert in DC. I'd like to think that my knowledge is like there, but I will never ever claim to be an expert on it. And my opinions are just my opinions, and if you disagree with me, that is completely 100% okay. Comment below what you guys thought. Let's have a awesome conversation. I love reading the comment sections. Please don't spoil this. I mean, I don't think we have anything to worry about right now, but like, comment below what you guys thought of this trailer. Do you agree with what I thought? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next time.